So, how would I describe the Johari window concept to someone who is new to the tool? I'd say it's something that you can learn to find out more about yourself. Whether you want to learn your strengths or your weaknesses, or something that maybe you didn't realize about yourself, but maybe in a way it's a good thing that you want to find it out. I think it's a really cool way to find different characteristics that maybe you did know about yourself, but also you didn't, like where you're going into the hidden self, the blind self, where those meet, and the unknown self. I think it's a really amazing concept that they created, and I don't know how I didn't know about it before. And what was it like for me to engage in this exercise? Um, it was actually pretty impactful because I I had a bunch of different people that ranging from family to friends to colleagues, all kinds of people um, putting their input on describing me, I guess, so to speak, and it was kind of cool to see like what other people said about me, or think about me when they're asked, like, oh, what is what best describes Tim, and the results were pretty cool to see. And how I decided who I wanted to invite to give me feedback was, I mean, it was pretty simple. I wanted to do little bit of everything, so I did some family members, parents, close siblings, relatives. Then I did some good friends of mine, a few of them, um, and then I also did some work colleagues. I did a couple of my managers at work, and then I also did some a couple of work associates that I work with every day. So it's kind of cool to get you know different perspectives and of different relationships I have with people. So it was a good diversity, so to speak, of questions from them, and it was nice to see that they wanted to take part in it too. So let us know one discovery you made about my known self. The most results I had were independent, and maybe I'll give a rundown of the six that I chose of myself. I did independent, dependable, organized, energetic, introverted, and modest. So the one that I have, like, I got the most response with, and that I knew, like, known to myself, was definitely independent, because I do, I rely on, like, my my family, but as far as, like, individual, like, living and financially, career wise, everyday life, I don't rely, like, specifically on somebody else to help me through. I'm pretty good with the way things are. So then, one with hidden self, was observant, which it's like it says, hidden. Like, I could see how I was observant, but that is one of the things that I realized, that I'd step back and kind of observe and look at my surroundings, and possibly make decisions based on what I observe. Blind self was adaptive, which kind of goes hand in hand with observant. Um, I can adapt to certain situations, and I guess I couldn't see that up front maybe, but in the back of my mind, like I can see, oh yeah, certain situations come up at work or with family or whatever, and I can adapt to whatever that situation is, and make it work. Um, Unknown self was self assertive, and I thought that was kind of cool because I do I didn't realize it until now, but I do tend to assert myself into certain situations or at work, just like step right into whatever's happening. Or I'm not it's not like a nosy thing. I think it's a good thing that I can be relied upon to assert myself into a situation and help for the better, greater good. One adjective that didn't necessarily mesh with what I thought was spontaneous, and I have a really good friend who is actually spontaneous, and I just don't see myself as spontaneous because of some of the way things that I do. Like, I have everything planned and organized, strategy. I don't see that as fitting into my window, so to speak. In one specific way I might have behaved differently is maybe stepping back and looking, like, with the observant, adaptive, and self-assertive uh, adjectives. I may try to work on those better, like, to not have them be like hidden, blind, or unknown, like make them more blatant and use them for the better scenarios. And so I thought it was overall a great experience, and I I will definitely try to use more of these skills in my future.